Have you ever done a small act of kindness, not knowing it would echo louder than anything you imagined? That's exactly what happened when a teenager offered help to a drenched, stranded biker on a stormy evening. What seemed like a simple good deed turned into a scene straight out of a movie the next day: roaring engines, leather jackets, and a message that respect runs deeper than appearances. The sky cracked open with thunder as heavy rain lashed against the small town's quiet streets. Most people stayed indoors, but on the edge of town, near an old gas station, someone was out there, soaked, stranded, and trying to flag down help. A teenager named Kyle was on his way home from work, hoodie soaked through, when he noticed the figure struggling with a motorcycle on the roadside. Most would keep walking, but Kyle stopped. Kyle wasn't known for taking risks. He was quiet, kept his head down at school, and avoided confrontation. But something about the stranded biker pulled at him. The man was massive, drenched, with tattoos crawling up his neck and rings glinting on every knuckle. His motorcycle looked heavy and expensive. Instead of walking away, Kyle approached. "You need a hand?" The biker turned slowly, eyes narrowing. Then he nodded. The biker's name wasn't shared. That night, he barely spoke, only gesturing while trying to fix a snapped clutch cable. Kyle helped hold a flashlight, offered his hoodie as cover, and asked no questions. After half an hour in the rain, Kyle realized the man was freezing. "You can warm up at my place. Just till this lets up," he offered. The biker studied him, then gave a single nod back home. Kyle handed the biker a towel, made coffee, and pointed him to the couch. For the first time, the biker spoke a full sentence. "You didn't have to do this." Kyle just shrugged. "You looked like you needed it." The warmth of the house melted some of the tension. As the storm continued, the biker eventually asked for Kyle's name. "Thanks, Kyle," he said. A few hours passed. The rain died down, and the biker stood. "I owe you," he said simply. Just before midnight, he left. He fired up the now functional bike with a roar that shook the windows. The next morning began like any other until the sound came, a distant rumble that grew louder. Kyle stepped out onto the porch and froze. Down the main road, motorcycles rolled in. At least 40 riders moving together in tight formation, and they were coming straight toward his house. Neighbors peeked out from curtains. The riders circled the block in perfect unison, then parked in a half-moon around Kyle's front yard. The lead rider stepped forward and removed his helmet. It was him, the biker from the night before. "You helped one of us," he said loud enough for all to hear. "We don't forget that." The others nodded silently, eyes locked on Kyle with respect. The leader handed Kyle a leather patch. "This means you earned respect," he said. The moment burned into Kyle's memory. He had offered warmth to a stranger. In return, he was given something few ever receive: recognition. The engines started again, and the thunder rolled back down the road. Kyle's parents were overwhelmed at first, but once they saw the patch and heard his story, their worry turned to quiet awe. Word spread quickly. Social media blew up with videos of the bikes and Kyle standing among them. People began to realize this wasn't a threat, it was a message. Later that week, Kyle received a package, a leather vest with the patch stitched on the back. "You helped one of us" carried more than gratitude. It was a code. Loyalty runs deeper than most imagine. Kyle had unknowingly stepped into that world when he opened his door that rainy night. By helping without judgment, he honored their code. That patch was a statement: he had acted like one of them. It was as if they were saying, "You may not ride with us, but you ride with our spirit." Kyle's story isn't just about bikers or teenage bravery. It's about the unseen threads that bind us all, the quiet moments when character is revealed. In a world often guided by fear, his kindness stood out. The legacy of that rainy night lives on, proof that one moment, one choice can echo through time. Legends aren't always born from grand battles. They often come from quiet choices made in the rain.